Good afternoon, guys. This is Tom. We're about to get the demonstration started. It's about the top of the hour now, but I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes. We've got a bunch of people logging on, and they're popping on pretty quickly. So if you'll stand by for just about another couple minutes, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks. All right, great. Hey, listen, we just had a whole mess of people just log on. We've got quite a good group right now. We're going to do the MyLawnQuote.com live demonstration. It should take us about 15 to 20 minutes. Hopefully, I won't get too long-winded. I know you guys are busy, so we'll try to get through it as quick as we can. It's good to get you as much information about the program in as short a time as possible. This is certainly a tool that many of you will want to use in the future, and hopefully right after you see the demonstration. So let's go ahead and get started. The true purpose of the MyLawnQuote platform is obviously to allow you to increase your revenues as a result of increasing your sales. Now that seems kind of like a no-brainer, but that's the truth. The goal of this entire platform is to just help you make sales. In the process of making these sales, you're going to be decreasing the costs associated with not only marketing in general, but running leads, making sales. Everything that has to do with your sales and marketing budget will decrease significantly. I want to introduce myself. My name is Tom Kelly. I've been in the lawn care industry for, well, since 1993, so it's been almost 20 years. I founded a company called The Lawn Dog in southern New Hampshire back in 1996. We grew that to almost 25,000 customers, so marketing was a big part of what we did. In fact, it was a huge part of what we did. After we sold Lawn Dog in 2009, I went on to start a company called Firebelly Organics, which revolved around chemical-free inputs for homeowners. And from there, I started a company with another parent company called Be Safe Organic Lawn Care, which is a dealer network of lawn and landscape professionals offering a chemical-free organic lawn care program. And MyLawnQuote is a result of some work we did to try to help the members of our network improve upon their marketing. So the reason I'm doing this demonstration today is because I really was the developer of MyLawnQuote, but it became such a powerful and bigger tool, we decided that we'd release it to the public in general and kind of spun it off of the Be Safe Dealer Network. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Tom Kelly Sr. And you can also get me on Twitter at Tom Kelly Sr. I always put lots of good stuff up there. So before we get into the demo, what I want to do is cover some basic costs to kind of demonstrate how this platform can save you lots of money. And if you think about the costs associated with running a lawn care lead or landscape lead, it adds up pretty quickly. Now, I'm doing this demonstration on about 50 leads, which when you're busy is not a lot. 50 leads per day would be not a whole lot. So the conventional way, when you think about the fuel associated with running 50 leads, the wages associated with paying a salesperson or technician or employee to go out and run those leads, the collateral, meaning the brochures and the paperwork, and administrative costs certainly add up quite a bit with your admin in the office, the person who answers your phone, the person who enters the information into your operating system. It can get pretty expensive. And just a real quick rundown through all these things, the cost to run 50 leads, could be, more than $200. This particular example adds up to $235. And if you apply that to the MLQ platform and charging about $50 a month to use it, that reduces astronomically, and it can figure out to be about $1.63 per day. So let's go ahead and open up the program here a little bit and try to show you how it works. on the surface, My Lawn Quote looks like a directory, and it is. It certainly is a directory for lawn and landscape providers. It's designed for a homeowner to find it on the internet, and what they would do is basically put in their address and try to find a provider in their neighborhood. Now, when I click on this address, it's going to bring up any registered user within 50 miles of this particular address. So it's immediately going to default to this screen, and it will find, in this case, there are 7 lawn and landscape companies that have registered to use the service. It will bring up a profile of each and every one. In this case, this Lawnmark Plus, which is the example we'll use for the demonstration. It shows all the information that you want. You can build in. It's essentially a miniature website for you. So if you click on services, it's going to show any service that this company has built into their particular back end or CRM, and we'll get to that shortly. They've got a lawn care program, insect control, grub preventative, anything that this company wants to show can show up there. So again, sort of like a miniature website, and we'll basically promote your particular company. So what a homeowner is going to do is click on this Get Your Quote, and you can also click on it from the profile as well. It will bring you to a screenshot of the home, the address that we've chosen here. So this particular address is showing up, and I'm going to do it probably a little bit faster than the typical homeowner would, but the measuring tool allows them to basically get an exact measurement of their property. Sometimes with there being trees and some cover of the picture, it can be a little bit more tricky, but whenever somebody says, hey, I'm not sure that's the best way to go, I remind them that their trucks out doing estimates are not exactly being very thorough with their estimation process as well. In fact, most of them probably get the measurement just by driving by. So, all right, real quick, and I wasn't totally thorough with the way I measured that, but you get the general idea. This is coming out to be about 8,500 square feet. By using the pins and the drop button, we get a measurement. So the homeowner will click on All Done, Let's Continue, say yes, and it will go to a list of services, and we saw the services in the profile with an exact estimate for the homeowner to see how much it's going to cost to take care of their particular property. So the goal here, again, is to reduce the sales cycle completely, whereas in the past, this homeowner may have called your office, requested an estimate, you send somebody out to the house to measure the lawn, leave the estimate, go back to the shop, enter the information. You or a salesperson or whoever would follow up on it. This is basically putting together a sales process that runs 24 hours a day and is instant as opposed to a multiple-step process. So the homeowner may want to add this particular service. It shows up out here, again with the description and the cost. They'll click on Let's Continue, and they can fill out this information. I'll do it real quick. Put in the state, and what they'll do is they'll any comments or questions, and they'll have 4 particular choices down here. They can choose online prepaid discount, and this My Lawn Quote platform is linked to PayPal. So as a contractor, you'll set up your PayPal account and link it in the back end to your My Lawn Quote account, and homeowners can literally get an estimate, get the quote, the price, click on this, and prepay. So you're making sales and actually taking prepayments at 3 o'clock in the morning, 24 hours a day. They can also click on Sign Me Up. I'd like to be scheduled for this service and be billed upon its completion. I'm interested. Looks good. I have some questions. Save this quote. Please email me the quote so I can think it over and possibly purchase later. I'll click on one of these. It will automatically process it, send it to the email. Hopefully it'll show up here right away. Here it is, quote saved. So as the homeowner here, this is what I've just gotten. It'll say, we've saved the quote for you generated. Click here to view your quote, and here it is. It's coming back. So again, if they'd like, they can click here and sign up because they chose to save the quote. They've gotten the option to move forward this way. So very cool, very instant, taking all the sales processes out of it completely. The other way that it's possible for a homeowner to get an estimate on an inbound type basis, and that's what we call that particular quote when they go through the website. It's inbound marketing, is when you become a provider with the MyLawnQuote platform, you'll be able to put one of these widgets. We call it the estimate widget. Just by placing some code on the front page of your website, this is going to show up, and I'll use this as an example. This particular website has the code placed right on their home page, and the same exact process would happen. However, I won't go through the whole process because you guys have already seen it. We want to kind of pick up the pace a little bit here. It will take out all of the MyLawnQuote branding. So by placing this on the home page of your website, you won't have to deal with, it looks as if it's your proprietary technology. It will go directly to the satellite picture. The customer will get their estimate, have it emailed, sign up, prepay, whatever, and it looks like it's really completely your particular technology and not something that's being piped through the MLQ platform. So those are the two ways that you can generate inbound quotes. Now, you can depend on a homeowner to arrive at this website based on, just an organic search online, or you can promote your profile. You can promote your homepage, your regular website. So again, the goal is to be making sales 24 hours a day with a very reduced sales cycle. There aren't multiple steps in trying to generate the sale. This is actually a zero-step sale because the homeowner is doing it themselves. So the other way that you can generate sales through this is by doing outbound quotes. So as a provider, you would log into your dashboard here, and we'll review the dashboard a little bit in a minute, but we want to do some outbound quoting. So let's put together a scenario where the homeowner who lives in Nashville with the address we just measured calls in, say they are a relative or a brother or sister of a current customer. They say, hey, I'd like, you take care of my brother's lawn. I'd like to have an estimate done. Can you come out and give me a price to take care of things? You're going to say, well, sure we can, or if you'd like, we can actually just email you an estimate right now using our measuring tool and quoting tool. And so you click on outbound quotes. What the heck is that? I don't know what that was. So you click on outbound quotes or create quote, create new quote. And in the meantime, you're probably doing some small talk. You're going to be able to preload templates in the setup. So this is they want a new spring sale. We're going to use this template. And measure an address. And we'll go through the same exact process here. We'll just use, you take their information, ask them a couple questions on the telephone, making small talk. What have you used in the past? Was your brother or sister happy? And again, I won't go through the entire process because I think you get the idea as to what I'm going to do. Measure the entire property. I'll do it real quick. Create a quote from this. It's going to bring you back around. You can put in the information's already preloaded with a template that you'll set up in advance. Send the quote, and you're off. So what normally would have taken a couple of days, at least a couple of days, maybe more, when it's during the very busy period. Here it is right now. It's landed here. You could be sending estimates, making sales instantly. So again, you get the idea. We don't need to go through this the whole process here. You can sign people up, even accept prepayments immediately. Another way that a lot of guys are using the outbound quoting tool is to do renewals. Right now, many of our users are using MLQ to do renewals. So they finish the year with their current customer base, and they want to renew them for the following year. We've set up a renewal template in here. Renewals are a great way to generate off-season prepay revenue. You're crazy if you're not doing it. Again, I won't go through the whole process, but we've preloaded the system here with our renewal information. In this case, we're doing a contest. If you renew prior to January 1st, you get entered into a drawing to win a television. We're offering an early prepaid discount where you get 10% off instead of the normal 5%. And we're saying here, if you prepay, you get entered into the contest twice. So renewals are a key part of your business operations, and this really streamlines it, makes it very easy. One other addition, one other way you can use the outbound quoting tool is in-season upsells. So let's say you've just done a day's worth of work, and you're depending on some additional services to your existing customers to increase revenue. In this case, we've got this preloaded with a grub control application. And what we'll do is, just put a message that says, we were at your lawn today. Everything looks good, but we recommend you buy the preventative grub control treatment. Send it out. Again, gives them the option to sign up right away or to prepay, and you can do it with any number of services. Now, the example that I'm using here is pretty much for fertilizer services, but we have many companies using the platform for anything from maintenance to cleanups. Anything you can think of that you want to send an estimate out works very well. So the cool thing about the inbound and outbound quoting system is that the CRM part of the dashboard here is going to keep track of every single quote that goes in and out. So these are the ones I just did now, outbound quoting. I sent an outbound quote to myself here and another one here. And every time you do so, it'll land in a contact list so that you can use it again in the future, to follow up. To have them saved in your inbound and outbound quoting bucket, I guess you could call it, really helps the salespeople or you continue to follow up. Not everybody's going to purchase something immediately. Hopefully, the idea is that they will, but it's definitely going to, help you follow up on them. So also here in the contact list, you can use the import button. If you've got an Excel spreadsheet of your entire customer list, you go through this process to upload your entire customer base into the contact list, which again makes it very simple to send out estimates, in-season upsells, renewals, whatever it is that you want to do. Again, another cool feature here is the email templates. So what we've done is we've put together templates that you can send out to your homeowners, to your customers, using Email Blast. We've linked your MLQ platform to an email blasting service called MailChimp. It's a service that many people already use. It's free up to a certain number of emails per month, and we've made it very simple for you to be able to link your contact list to the MailChimp email blast service. And it's just a matter of entering a couple of figures and making it work. So I wanted to move on to some of the other concepts and how you set up your services and pricing and everything else. It's really, really simple. So what we do is we click on services, and you notice that everything was kind of preloaded as we sent out estimates, and the pricing was determined specifically on the square footage. So in this case, we enter in the description of the particular service we want to offer, and I'll show you how the pricing works. It's done per 1,000 square feet. So essentially, you're uploading your price list directly into the back end here. So when a customer gets an estimate, I think the one that we did was about 9,000 square feet. It defaults to the $6.25 per 1,000 square feet and kicks out an estimate based specifically on that square footage. Now, a lot of people ask, what about a minimum? Well, we know that some properties are less than 5,000 square feet, but you need to have a minimum pricing. So anything that's priced below or anything that measures below 5,000 square feet is going to default to this minimum right here. Now, if you don't want to put the pricing in through square footage, you also have the ability to set a fixed price. So if you're trying to sell a service that isn't based completely on square footage, you can put a fixed price in there as well. Now, I think I covered as much as I wanted to cover. Is there any questions? You guys can ask questions by typing into the console to the left there. And I know that several questions were typed in along the way, and I kind of ignored them because I knew I was going to answer them. So is there anything else that I could answer for you? Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good question, Joe. How much does it cost? Joe wants to know how much it costs. Well, there's 4 different levels you can choose from. One, there's the free option, which allows you to set up a profile, but it doesn't allow you to do any of the measurements, the outbound or inbound quoting. You've got a basic program, which allows you to be listed in the directory and allows inbound quoting. So you can have a customer find you, do their own estimate, whether it's through the directory itself or through the measurement widget. We've got a standard program which covers it all. You get to do the inbound quoting, the outbound quoting, everything. We also have an enterprise edition that will include up to 5 users. So there's a parent account, and there are 5 users involved to all operate separately. Scrolling through the questions here, I think I hit them all. Guys, if there are any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. All right. Well, listen, if there's anything else we can do for you, please feel free to contact us anyway through the website, through email, and we're happy to answer any other questions. But if there aren't any more, we'll end the demonstration and hopefully see you signed up soon. Thanks, guys.